Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start off with solving a pair of simultaneous equations using the substitution method. So our first equation is 3x minus 6y equal 24. And our second equation is going to be 2x plus y equal 1. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is try and get the y coefficients the same number. And if we see here, the first y coefficient is -6. The second y coefficient we're going to want to make 6 as well. So to do that, we're going to have to multiply the whole second equation by 6, because 6 times 1, which is the coefficient of y in this case, is 6. So let's just multiply this whole equation by 6 so that we can get a coefficient of 6 for the y in the second equation. And we can just bring down this first equation because we want it down here. Okay, so the first equation stays the same. The second equation now we're going to be multiplying throughout 6. So 6 times 2x equal 12x. And again, 6 times 1y equal 6y. And finally, 6 times 1 equals 6. So now we are going to continue solving really quickly. So if you look here, we have our first equation, it stayed the same, 3x minus 6y equal 24. And now second equation we have as 12x plus 6y equals 6. And the second step we would want to do in solving a simultaneous equation this way would be to making one of the y coefficients a negative number so that we could just cross them out. But if we look here in the equation, the coefficient for this y is -6, so it's already a negative number. So when we solve it, it would be a -6y plus 6y, which would clearly just cancel out. So that's what we're going to do right now. Solve the rest. So we're basically going to be adding here. And we're going to add the 3x and the 12x. 3x plus 12x is 15x. And if we look here, this -6y plus 6y are going to cancel out each other. So we just cancel it out like that because that's going to be 0. And 24 plus 6 is equal to 30. So now we just solve this equation like a regular equation to solve for x. We have 15x is equal to 30. And to get x by itself, we want to remove the 15. The 15 here is being multiplied by the x, so we're going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So 15 divided by 15 is just 1x. And of course, if we do the one side of the equal sign, we have to do to the other side. So we also have to divide this by 15. And then we just solve for x. X is equal to 30 divided by 15, which is 2. Because 15 goes into 30 2 times. So if we look here, we've solved for x. And now the next step of the simultaneous equation would be to solve for y. And all you would have to do is choose any of these equations here, maybe even these ones as well, so that we could solve for y. But I'm just going to use the first one to solve for y. So 3x minus 6y equal 24. And now we will have to substitute for x. X is equal to 2. We found out that x is equal to 2 over there. So we just substitute for 2. 3 2 minus 6y equal 24. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 6y equal 24. Let's carry over the 6y and bring over the 24. And so we would get 6 minus 24 is equal to 6y. So this would be negative 18 is equal to 6y. And to solve for y, we would just divide again on both sides. So this would be y is equal to negative 3. Right, so we have x is equal to 2 and y is equal to negative 3. Now, if we're not sure of these answers and we just want to double check to make sure that our answers are correct, what we're going to do is go back into the equation that we have here and substitute for both variables that we found and ensure that they equal to this answer over here. You could also use another equation if you like. That's also fine. So let's just use the first equation since we already started off with that. 3x minus 6y equal 24. So 3x is equal to 2 minus 6 y is equal to negative 3, and that's equal to 24. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6, and negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18, and that's equal to 24. 18 plus 6 is equal to 24. So 24 is equal to 24. So our answer is correct. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to negative 3. And that's how we do substitution, the substitution method of simultaneous.